Look, I've spent over $320 million on Facebook ads. And you know what that's taught me? That 99.9% of all the Facebook ads advice you see on YouTube is absolutely bullshit. I've scaled brands from 1K a month to over $1 million a month. I've scaled hundreds of brands to 6, 7, and 8 figures in monthly revenue. And I even scaled a single brand from $1 million to $500 million a year, 3 years in a row using Facebook ads. But I've also lost hundreds of thousands of dollars figuring out what actually works. I've had ad accounts banned, I've had campaigns fail, and I've spent countless nights fixing catastrophic mistakes. Today, I'm going to give you a decade's worth of Facebook ads lessons in less than 15 minutes. No theory, no fluff, none of that bullshit, just actually what works with Facebook ads in 2025 based on all my experience after spending $320 million on meta ads and driving over $1.6 billion in meta ads attributable revenue, plus all the knowledge I've been learning from all the brands I work with on my agency and the hundreds of brands that work with me in my coaching program, Meta Ads at Scale. But let me be clear, if you're looking for some magic hack or some get rich quick strategy, this is not for you. Click away right now. If you're actually looking to learn the real sauce and learn from a real OG Facebook ads buyer, this is for you. So let's dive into it. Brutal truth number one, ad account infrastructure and foundation is everything. What does that mean? You need to build a full funnel infrastructure within the Meta Ads platform. So many brands fail because they just start campaigns and stop campaigns and think once a campaign's not doing well, then they need to launch a new campaign, and they don't have any foundation, they don't have any infrastructure in place, and they don't have any long-term plan. If you want to be successful with Meta Ads in the long term and actually want to even get your brand acquired eventually, you need to have an ad account infrastructure that is like a machine, right? You need to build a machine where every campaign has a purpose. And the best part about a machine is that it is a predictable thing, right? Machines do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And you want to build an ad account infrastructure that's a machine that prints dollars every single day. Brutal truth number two, most UGC is crap. You should be learning how to make ads on your own as a brand. No one knows your brand better than you do, right? So why are you outsourcing all your creative to these random UGC creators in Ohio or whoever these people are? Everyone's a UGC creator now, right? Which means nobody's a UGC creator now. So you need to make ads on your own. This is how you become a truly successful brand. The market has sophisticated. These UGC creators aren't good. Everyone's doing it now. So you need to build that internal muscle as a brand. You need to be shooting your own videos. You need to be making your own static ads. If you're not doing it on your own, you need to at least be at the photo shoot or at least be directing your graphic designers on what you want them to make, right? You can't completely outsource this stuff. If you want to be a world-class brand that hits 7, 8, or 9 figures a year in annual revenue, you got to do this stuff yourself. Brutal truth number three is that all audiences work. What do I mean by that? Broad audiences work, interest audiences work, lookalike audiences work, all the retargeting audiences work, but it's all about what works for your brand. It doesn't make sense for all brands to just go broad, just like it makes sense for some brands to only go broad, right? And so it's super important that you have an open mind about all the products that Meta offers. It's so important to not only do one thing, because if you're only running broad, you're actually losing out on so many other campaigns that could drive results for your business and drive additional scale. So this is why I always preach is that all Meta Ads products work. It's just about figuring out what Meta Ads products or audiences work for your brand. So many brands come to me and ask me, Mason, how do I scale? The answer is simple. Double your budgets. Stop being a pussy, okay? If you want to scale, it's so simple. You increase your budgets, right? You need to stop doing 5%, 10%, 25% increase. If you want to be a brand that's printing hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars a month, you have to start doubling your budgets. When a campaign is doing well, double the budget. Wait a few days. If it's still working, double it again. This is how I've scaled brands to 8 figures a month in revenue. This is how I've done over $50 million in revenue on Black Friday before. You have to just keep doubling your budgets if you want to be successful and if you want to scale to the upper echelons. But if you want to just be, a small brand, then yeah, just do your small scaling stuff. But if you want to get to the next level, you have to take these big risks, have to take these big swings, and have to double your budgets. And here's brutal truth number 5. You need to stop over optimizing your ad account. This is not 2016. This is not 2017 where you're day trading your ad account. It's not the case anymore. Meta works better on longer time durations. The algorithm works better with more data. So you you need to stop making intraday changes within your ad accounts all the time. I optimize only 2 days a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, right? We want to optimize after the weekend to make sure all of our ads and campaigns are ready to go and as optimal as possible for the week. And this goes for budget as well. I typically will adjust budgets Mondays and will adjust budgets before the weekends. But there is nuance to this. If you are a risk taker and you're really trying to scale your brand, you can double and increase your budgets at any time during the week. There is risk to this, right? You can throttle the algorithm too much, but if you have an account or ads that are absolutely printing for you, you can take these bigger swings and a lot of the times it will pay off. And that's how I've scaled brands literally from $80K a month to $1.5 million a month in less than 6 months, because you take these big swings when they're available to you. But I want to hammer this into your head. Stop over optimizing your account. Only optimize on Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays. The rest of the time, you should be focusing on your email marketing, your SMS marketing, your website, making your conversion rate better, and creative. You're not spending enough time on creative. Get out of your ad account and get into shooting your own ads, making your own static ads, right? You have to be better. And the last brutal truth is this. Zuck is the actual GOAT. He's minted more millionaires than anyone of all time in the history of the world. The Meta Ads platform is the most sophisticated ad platform in the world. They have data on everybody, right? They have WhatsApp, they have Facebook, they have Instagram, right? They have Messenger. So they have these profiles on every single people in the world, and so they know what people want in real time. So stop sleeping on Meta Ads, stop getting shiny object syndrome and testing out Pinterest and trying to do Snapchat, right? And trying to do all these other things. Yes, TikTok has some viability, but Meta Ads is the platform that will scale your business to the hundreds of millions of dollars a year in revenue. So you gotta focus on your Meta Ads. Focus on scaling to 100K, $1 million a month in ad spend. If you're not there yet, then you should not be focusing on TikTok, not be focusing on Google. You should figure out how to crack the Meta Ads platform. Look, I just gave you 10 years of experience in under 15 minutes. This isn't what I think might work. This is what actually works after spending $320 million on Meta Ads, scaling hundreds of brands to 6, 7, and 8 figures in monthly revenue. This is after learning from countless failures and actually being in the trenches daily with my agency clients, with my own brand, and my coaching clients in Meta Ads at scale. So at this point, you have 3 options. Just keep doing what you're currently doing, making money on bad ads, following outdated YouTube strategies, continuing to try and figure it out on your own while your competitors scale past you. This is going to take you way longer, and you're going to make expensive mistakes along the way. You're going to have to keep up with all the major updates within Meta. You might eventually figure it out through trial and error, but it's going to take you way longer than it has to. But luckily for you, you have an option number 3. This is working with me directly in my program, Meta Ads at Scale, where I build you a 6-month growth plan, giving you exactly what you need to do to scale profitably, complete with a email marketing strategy, SMS marketing strategy, and a website and CRO strategy, giving you direction on your static ads and your video ads, and also giving you ad scripts. Not to mention, you get 5 one-on-one calls with me and your own private Slack channel with access to myself and my client success manager, Steve, 24/7, and access to the thriving community of 80+ winning e-commerce brands. And the best part is we have a guarantee. If we cannot at least double your monthly revenue by the time you work with us in this 6-month program, we will work with you for free until we get you there. That is how confident we are in everything we do. So if you're serious about scaling your brand, hit the link in the description and apply to my program, or hit the pinned comment at the bottom of this video. We'd love to have you inside.